I have not done a unboxing for so long, so I'm not going to bother with all that brown packaging crap. I'm going to get straight in with this. I've not opened it yet. I've literally just got home from work and press record. That's what you got to do. So let's see how good this little beauty is. The packaging's good. This is about 160 quid, this watch. And this is actually already a bit better than some more expensive Seikos I bought. That's for resizing the bracelet. The reason why I've got this watch is because you'll see in just a second, this has got a real look of a few different Seikos, and that would also include Grand Seiko about its design. Now this is part of the SUR range. There we are. Here is the code. It's the SUR307P1. Now SUR is obviously the first part, and there's a lot of SURs, different colorways, and what signifies the color code is these different numbers here. 307 is this one, which is the silver dial. Very first impression is, I'm stop looking at it through the camera, I need to look at it with my naked eye. It is beautiful. It's really nicely finished. Now, the reason why I wanted to do a bit of research on this is because I was looking up alternatives or replacements, if you will, that were more affordable to my beloved Saab, which I sold. It was the Saab 035, which was the sort of champagne-y, whitey dial one, ivory if you will, and I sold it because I made my money back on it and I wanted to fund more watches to show you guys. Then I was thinking, I don't want to spend all that money again because the prices are going up and I've already had one, and what could look very similar, still have that everyday wearability and versatility of that watch without costing a fortune, but still be decent. That's where this comes in. Shall I tell you what drew me in? Was, first of all, there's two different sizes you can get. This is the 40mm version. They do a little more dinky 35, 36mm version. I thought I'll go with the 40. But look at the styling, the hands, the indices, the K-shape even. It is extremely like the Saab series, which cost silly money more. And the fact that this is a quartz is, I know it's going to scare some of you away. And the fact that actually, I'm looking at it now, it lines up absolutely bang on with each of the markers, which apparently is rare for these. So that's a good start. The markers are lining up, as you can see there. That's a good indicator of a decent quartz. But the reason why I think it's a really good all-rounder is look at the height of that watch. Let's get Minch out. Yeah, I know you haven't, those of you who are fans of the channel have not seen these guys for ages, because I try and not include all this waffly stuff and all the bits and bobs. I sort of make it a little bit more streamlined with my presentation, but this is an unboxing, so you get to see a bit of this more rustic charm with the information. So look at that, it's only 8.5. So it's a significantly slimmer watch because of that quartz movement. You still get that gorgeous Seiko styling. And there's another bonus. Let's see how much it weighs. This is a celebrity returning to the channel. I'm so excited to bring him back. Many of you have missed him, but he gets used all the time. It's Gipas, my beloved friend who has assisted me with the weighing of all my watches for many a year now. 114 grams, and that's not obviously been sized up for me yet. So that's good, lightweight, and that's really good as it's all stainless steel. The links, let's have a closer look at them. They're push pin, but apparently they're spring push pin. That's something that's interesting to see how that's going to be adjusted. And, oh, while we're here, ta-da! No hard legs. This is part of the Essentials range, which Seiko have got rid of really quickly because they've revamped their entire pricing strategy, all the brackets. You've got these Pro Specs, you've got the Astron range, you've got Presage, you've got the Seiko 5 Sports line, you've got lots of different ranges within the Seiko family. And then obviously there's a huge leap up in Grand Seiko, but this, they almost shot themselves in the foot because they've made a really well made finished watch with, just looking at this finishing, that gorgeous polished chamfered edge there between the lugs and the mid case. That is beautiful. And the brushing is extremely smooth. It's very lovely. Yes, you're going to get compromises, as you'd expect with a Seiko. You're going to get these hollow end links here, but let's see how well they fit. So no play in there. That's really good. Female as well, so it's going to conform really well around the wrist. And let's get some other quick dimensions, because I know it's a bit crude using this, but case, you say bang on 40. You know the height is only 8.5. Crown, which isn't screw down to push pull, is a nice size, 5.3. And the lug to lug, which is another indicator of wearability, that's that. It's only 46.7. And that's not going to change because of those female end links. Then lug width is, yeah, it's 20. It tapers down to 18 at the clasp. So got a nice subtle 2mm taper. Then you've got press clasp, which is kind of standard, what you'd expect for a cheap Seiko, but there's no sharp edges. That's good. This isn't a review, by the way, guys. I know it sounds a bit like a review, but these are my first impressions. And it's got sapphire crystal, and I'm not going to get my sapphire crystal detector out because I trust Seiko. They're not going to put this tag on it and lie, are they? They're not renowned for that. So it is beautiful. I just love this subtle sunburst silver. And the styling is so much like a Saab 35. It's incredible. And elements of entry-level Seiko, Grand Seiko as well, with their quartz models, which are over £2,000. So it's got just that little bit of Seiko finesse and charm for, I mean, in America, annoyingly, you guys can get it for like just over $100, but I got this in 2 days from Amazon UK. It came over from Germany where they had the stock, and it cost me the 160, but that's the benchmark for wherever I could find it. This is a real grab and go watch. And I like the fact that these aren't folded links like you can get, or are they? Doesn't look like it. They might be folded and then polished. It's hard to tell, but they don't look cheap and nasty. I'm intrigued to see how good the Lume is, because normally Lume is really good on Seiko, so let's see how good it actually is. Just on the lights, just get my UV light, let's give it a quick boost. Now you're going to get an initial surge of glow when you do a bit of a charge, but it's great. I barely gave it any charge and it is popping. That's what we like. I love a good bit of Lume. Let's feel how good the hands are, see if they line up okay. Oh, the date is nice and smooth and easy to change. One more pop out for the time. Yep, hand alignment's perfect. Surprisingly, you don't always get that. And look what else is cool. Look what you get here. Applied logo as well. It's not printed. You've got these. Look at these indices are so similar to what I had on my Saab. It's crazy. And you do have a sunburst dial. It's not flat. It's got a bit of light play there. You can get this in a gorgeous blue or a black. But I did miss that colour I had with the Saab. And I like a lighter coloured dial on a watch. I know sometimes in sunlight it's not going to be as easy to read, but it's just so pretty. And it's nice to have something that's not black all the time, or blue is often one of the choices I always get. But yeah, silver works really well. I need to size this up, but as you can see, I can't be bothered yet. I've only just got it out of the box, but straight out of the box, it's probably only going to be 2 links I need to take out of that. God, it's so slim. And that's a perfect size really for me. I mean, I'm 7-inch wrist, that is spot on for me. Look how well it conforms around the wrist as well. I bet I wouldn't even notice this on my wrist. It's so light. Even sized up, it'd be about 100 grams. So it's so good. I'm really pleased as well. I mean, I just can't believe that second hand. It lines up so well. No, I can't see any fluff or dust anywhere, but you always end up spotting something after owning it a few days. But first impressions go. Polishing is beautiful. I love this polished bezel. Dauphine hands, really nice. Looks like there'd be enough lume in there, so when the light changes, you can see it. Sterile crown, that's another bit of cost cutting, but how often do you look at your crown? This kind of watch, you'd set it and leave it until the battery dies. That's how little you're going to have to fiddle with this. That's the beauty of quartz as well. That's another thing. I know people are going to poo-poo it and say, well, it's not mechanical, blah, blah, blah. You are right, but also you've got that benefit of ultra slim, 8.5. That is just so thin. It doesn't look much thicker than the blooming bracelet. That is lovely. Sapphire as well, so you could slap this on every day and it's 100 meters water resist, get it wet, not worry about it. Yeah, I think this is going to be so versatile. So first impressions, really good. I hope you like this first impressions. I haven't done one of these for so long. I'm just ad-libbing as I go really, because it's hard to do much more preparation because you kind of get my immediate reaction, my instinctive feedback really. What do you guys think? Do you think I've found a gem here? Because this is one of those things, if you like the styling of the Grand Seikos and the Saab 33s and 35s, but don't want to spend that kind of money, hundreds if not thousands, but want that look, you want the Seiko, you want reliability, but you're okay with the quartz, like I am, I'm not a snob, you can find these hidden treasures. This line was deemed too good for the price. And I was like, okay, I've got to buy one just to see if that's bullshit or not. And you know what? First impressions, that's not bullshit. Hope you've enjoyed this take on the Seiko I've got as a little treat. And I'll see you in the next one. And thanks to Minch and Gipas for your assistance. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.